Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, yay, yay. Who we got? 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 It's Eagle. She was here 45 minutes early. Eagle's excited to play Dirty Minds. Popped in early for a front row seat, she says. Bobby, Dirty Minds, I'm in. She's looking forward to some rain so she can catch a break. Bobby, you have not been staying out of trouble. And after you coming up here for the weekend, for the meetup, you will definitely be in trouble. It's all about the trouble, the shenanigans, and the cannolis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, Eagle says that's kind of boring. That's right. She'd rather be causing trouble on stirring the pot. Girl will be stirring the pot in Michigan. Just you wait. Let's see. Oh, Bobby's not getting caught. I see how this is going. Look, it's Rob who kept me on the phone for 1 hour and 33 minutes today. Yes, he did. I've spoken with Sonia, and she's disappointed with everyone, apart from me. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Talking about Sweden. Arts and stuff. Blah, 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 la, la, la. Wee. Bobby's like, here we go. Look at that. Hi, Eagle. Hi, Larkspur.
Oh, damn.
Damn what?
Oh, never mind. It's there.
What are you talking about? You put it in my bag on purpose. See, he's such a good guy. Fatima just came home. She has to change. You know what that means? She was out partying. That's what that means. It's Scott the Twang Twang. It's Diane the Twang Twang. Trouble's where the fun is. One of you will steal golf carts at M25. That's right, I will. And Fatima's gonna join me to steal Kevin's golf cart. If she has to hold on to the back, she's gonna help me steal Kevin's golf cart. That's right. Hi, everybody. You know, hey, you know what? Let's give us, or make sure you guys got your ice cream, okay? If you haven't eaten dinner yet, eat your ice cream first. Okay, that's the law. Eat your ice cream before dinner. It's Friday, you're allowed. We just got here 20 minutes ago. So, yeah. So we'll wait for a few more people to come in so we can play Dirty Minds. Where the clues are dirty, but the answer is clean. Remember that. Diane's waiting on her dinner delivery and ice cream, see? Everybody get your ice cream. That's it. How was everybody's week? Hope everybody had a good week. I can't believe that it's like 3 weeks to September. This is like insane. Where the hell did this summer go? Like, oh my god. Oh my god, like, oh my god. Eagle's got chicken skewers coming off the grill, then the ice cream. There you go. Rob said the answer is always condom. Right? Could be. It might be. You never know. And just to prove that I have it with me, it's right here. The game of naughty clues. There you go. And you can't believe everything that Rob says, Bobby, either, you know. You have to learn to differentiate between the real Rob and the fake Rob, you know? Rob's week was filled with 7 days. You know what? So was mine. Funny thing about that. Fatima was out having a party. She's got to change into her evening attire now. Because we all know how Fatima is. Fatima is not sweet and innocent. She is not. She's done just about everything in life that you could do. And then some. You gotta watch out for that Fatima girl. Gotta watch out for that You're sweet. Well, besides you being sweet, Fatima, doesn't mean you're innocent, okay? You could be sweet, but you're not innocent. So, that halo over your head is being held up by horns. It's Brandon! Brandon, we're gonna play some Dirty Minds. Have you ever played Dirty Minds? Dirty Minds, Dirty Minds. So anyway, hope everybody had a good week. Gord's here. He just got here. Who said Fatima was in it? Right? That's what I was saying, Gord. She was saying that she's sweet. And I said, sweet doesn't always mean innocent. We know how that Fatima rolls. So. It's Don. Don from Alabama. What's up, Don? How are you? How are things in the Bama of Allah? Or the Alabama? Let me shuffle these cards up a little bit. We don't have the fire started yet, so you get to hang out and watch the birds. That's right, you do roll. The only time Gord met me in person, she spent Fatima. The only time she met Fatima in person, she spent 3 days talking about a certain billboard she had seen in Michigan. The adult superstore. No, he wasn't calling for answers. He was not calling for answers. McGill, a.k.a. McDill. Pickle Man. Don't worry, McGill. You always know you made the cut when you get a nickname. It's all good. I'm shuffling the cards. Or as I used to say when I was younger, shoveling the cards. I'm shoveling the cards. Nothing is more evil than kale. We all know who the kale queen is, right? That is true. Gord, when is your first official retired, not retired live stream, huh? Asking for Jim. We're going to bully Gord into having a live stream after 2 years. Don, make sure you got your ice cream. It's Ice Cream Friday. Gord, make sure you have your ice cream. You're allowed ice cream before dinner today. Sooner than later. If Jim wants to come on as a guest ranter, I'm sure that we could schedule that. Sounds like a plan to me. Holla! Holla, your sticker's in the mail. I emailed you back. Hope you got my email. Don, you have to get your ice cream. You have to. It's a requirement for Ice Cream Fridays. In order to participate in Friday, you have to get your ice cream. Ice cream is definitely needed for the heat this weekend. That's right. We just got here a little while ago, Don. Jim's cooking dinner, and then we will have the fire, so. Hey now, Bobby says. Hey now. Eagle gets to eat in the living room in front of the big TV. Whoop, whoop. All right, you guys ready? Are you guys ready? No. I have to mail it out on Sunday. It's been a week, Holla. That's all I can say. It's been a week. But it will go out on Sunday. As long as you got my email, your regular mail will go out on Sunday. Alright, here we go. Pulling. Eagle loves watching the birds at the feeder. That's actually right next to me. I'm sitting here behind the camera, and it's right up there. So it's right across from me. There you go. Gord will be listening. You have a very clean mind. Oh my God, stop. Alright. We're going to pick from the middle. Okay? Pick from the middle. Here we go. The clues are... What up, Chevy 5-Speed? How are you? You're at work? No, you're not allowed to be at work. You shouldn't care whether you're at work. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Alright, here are the clues. The week did go well. Thank you, 5-Speed. It did go very well. It's just Friday. It's fun day. Make sure you got your ice cream, Chevy, okay? Make sure you have your ice cream. Alright, clue number 1. After a few years, my bush got younger. I once had a slick willy inside me. Tricky Dick finished prematurely. It was a big surprise when a tall Johnson entered me. And over 43 men have come inside me. Here are the clues again. You have to guess what we're talking about. The clues are dirty and the answer is clean. Eagle says condom. Eagle says condom. Larkspur says the White House. Eagle says the Oval. Gord says the Oval Office. Brandon says the President. Racetrack, White House. Like, legitimately a clean answer. NASCAR. The clues are dirty, but the answer is clean. Like, not nasty, not rude, like clean and dirty. A clean answer as opposed to a dirty answer. Hey, Linda. Make sure you got your ice cream, Linda. Alright, going once. Going twice. Anyone else? And the winner is Larkspur with the White House. There you go. Go, Larkspur. Go, Larkspur. Larkspur wins that one. The answer is Rob, Diane says. Alright. So one for Larkspur. Here's the next one. Picking from the middle again. Here are your clues. I'm a 4-letter word. I start with an F and end with a K. I can stick hot meat in your mouth. Sometimes your juice drips off my prong. And I can come in a bag and end up in your drawers. Here are your clues. Alright, let's see. Bobby says fork. Hala says fork. Eagle says fork. Larkspur says fork. Everybody says fork. Don says fork. Diane says fork. And the answer is fork. Bobby got that one right. Alright, Bobby. It's one for Larkspur and one for Bobby. Don's like, my typing is slow. That Brandon's a spork. Alright, one for Larkspur, one for Bobby. Why does that thing keep going off? Alright, next word. Pick from the middle. Alright, you ready? You stick me between your legs to use me. When you're on me, it's hard to stay erect. It's safer with a rubber cover on my rod. You usually do me outside. You go up and down when my shaft goes in and out. Here's your clues. Spork is a good answer, right? Alright, let's see what we got here. How is it a pillow? A pillow. Alright, Fatima says pogo stick. Eagle says unicycle. Larkspur says bicycle. Anybody else? Anyone? I know Melon kind of lags behind YouTube, so I'll give you a minute. So far we have Hala with pillow, Fatima with pogo stick, Eagle with unicycle. Larkspur says never mind. Gord's back. Alright, and the answer is pogo stick. Fatima got it right. Alright, Fatima. So we got one for Bobby, one for Larkspur, and one for Fatima. So far, you're all tied. Eagle was premature. Alright. Pick another card. Alright, here we go. Sometimes your dog comes on me. When you're on me, you're looking for beaver. I'm a 4-letter word. If your gun is loaded, you're ready to do me. Here is your clue. There are your clues. Give you a couple minutes. Who the hell is hunting beaver other than college kids? Where did Rob go? I know he's not working.
He did say something he was tired.
Oh, he's full of it. Any Canadian will tell you trap beaver. Alright, going once. Going twice. Let's see. Linda says hunt. Eagle says hunt. Fatima says sofa. Brandon says bunt. Can someone tell Fatima that pond does not end in UNT? Wasn't she a teacher? And the answer is
Pork chops.
Pork chops. No, I'm kidding. Eagle with hunt. Yay, Eagle. So we have Larkspur, Fatima, Eagle, and Bobby have all one each.
Oh.
Yeah. the clue, the word ended in UNT, and And Fatima's second guess was pond. Gord's like, wasn't she a teacher? Doesn't she know pond doesn't end in UNT? uh, Alright, so we got 4 separate winners now. This is a Donnybrook. What does that mean, Brandon? Alright, pick another card. From the middle. You didn't hear that clue, she says. Well, yeah, Gord. Gord. I give you the clues, you guess the right answer. But they're clean answers, not dirty answers. The clues are dirty, the answers are clean. Alright, here we go. Ends in ale and tastes like fish. Tastes like hairy eyebrows. No. Alright. All day long, it's in and out. All day long, it's up and down. It used to take a man to get me going. If you push my buttons, I'll go down on you. If I'm jerking you a lot, you feel like you want to get off. Here are your clues. That's the bird that always goes to the wrong feeder. If there's no buttons to push, we need to ask Charity, right? She will find the buttons to push, exactly. Alright, looks like everybody's saying elevator. Linda said elevator. Bobby said elevator. Brandon said elevator. Larkspur said elevator. Diane said elevator. Eagle said elevator. Yeah, that's a chickadee. That's that same chickadee. Freaking chickadee. And the correct answer is elevator. Linda got that one right. Alright, Linda. And we got 5 separate winners now. Wow. I wish I had a pen and a piece of paper. All right. Next one from the middle. You can sometimes stick your wood inside of me. You should warm me up before you stick it in. Touch me gently to see if I'm ready for you. Your dripping meat can be burning inside of me. When you play with my knobs, you really light my fire. There you go. There's your clues. Alright, don't pick on the chickadee. It's still coming to terms with its identity, right? So Bobby says grill, Eagle says oven. What else we got here? Hala says barbecue. Fatima says barbecue. Larkspur says barbecue. And Diane says grill. Not yet. Not yet. Actually, this one could be either of two. I'm going to give you either of two words because technically it's the same device. Diane says smoker. Larkspur says hibachi. I think they should have gave two choices for this one. Freezer? Fatima, why would you put wood in the freezer? You want things to be warm, Fatima, not cold. Hey, SK. Clues, here's your clues, Bobby. Here are your clues. Take a look at your screen there. The answer is not Rob. Science project. You can sometimes stick your wood inside me. You should warm me up before you stick it in. Touch me gently to see if I'm ready for you. Your dripping meat can be burning inside of me. When you play with my knobs, you really light my fire. The bocce ball game got rained out. We went for the food, but it was raining pretty much the first couple hours we were there, Hala, so. Is Fatima having a stroke? Her answers are somewhat concerning, right? Alright, so I will give you this one because I personally would have said the second word, but I don't know why they came up with this one. Let me go back all the way up here. We're going to give it to Eagle for oven, even though technically it's stove. They were looking for stove, but
well,
some people call it
know what that is.
Some people call it a stove, some people call it an oven. We'll give it to Eagle for oven. Alrighty, Eagle. An incinerator, Alice says. So I believe that Eagle has two correct answers. That's what I'm going with. A crematory? Oh, God. Getting a little morbid there, Hala, don't you think? Crematory. Did you say oven, SK? But the answer was stove. Oh, and then when I scrolled up, all the way up, Eagle was the first one that said oven. Diane likes to cook in a wood stove. I know, it should be... I don't know. I wonder why they could have said both words were good for that answer. Alright. Next one. Diane's trying to keep her marbles. Oh, Diane learned to cook on a wood stove. I'm like, what is she saying? Alright, let's pick from the top this time. Here we go. Hi, Lev.
Hi.
Here are your clues. Oh, no worries, SK, you're fine. I get fingered a lot. People love to stick me in their mouth. Just looking at me can make a woman drool. I'm about 6 inches long. My nuts can get stuck in your mouth. Here are your clues, if you want to read them. Diane, did you touch it ready to see if it was red? Hi, Jeef. Oh, hi, Tammy. I'm sorry. What's up, Tammy? There's your clues. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. So Tammy says pencil. Bobby says a payday. Linda says, Eagle says chicken leg. Linda says candy bar. Alice says a Snickers bar. He's being really specific. Chicken leg, she says. Chicken leg. Chicken leg with nuts, Linda says. Fatima's going to say something like a ring pop or something. A rooster leg. I wonder if a rooster leg tastes like chicken. Why are you shaking your head at me, love?
A rooster is a chicken.
No, it's a rooster.
No, it's a chicken. A hen would be a female chicken. A rooster is a male chicken. If you cook them, they both taste the same.
Bye, SK. Have a good night.
Was she done already?
I guess so. Fatima said a Long John donut. A Long John donut.
With nuts.
With nuts, yeah. Alright. The answer is... Dun 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 dun! Linda Barker with candy bar. Go, Linda. Linda and Eagle are now tied. How are things that taste like a frog? Scott says cows don't eat chickens.
That's correct.
Twang to twang. Twang to twang twang. So does a bull taste like a cow? Gourd!
Actually, yes.
That was gourd. I would think so. Must have been an old candy bar, as the new ones aren't 6 inches long. Yeah, I know, right? So, Eagle and Linda are tied. So now we know that rooster tastes like chicken and bull tastes like cow.
That's right.
Yeah. Only because Gord said so.
And we both know what an expert he is on meat.
Right. Oh, Eagle says bull is rank tasting. Rank. Alright. Next. We'll pick from the bottom this time. Nah, the bottom. And kale tastes like ass, Gord says. And anchovies taste like hairy eyebrows, Gord. That's what I heard. Yeah. Hairy eyebrows. That's why Fatima chose a donut due to the size. Alright. When you're done with me, you should wipe yourself off. Fiddling with my head can make you wet. After you turn me on, I'll spray all over you. A nice long one can relieve your tension. And you should get me hot before you come inside of me. No, but they have similar texture. Linda's anchovies look like hairy eyebrows. Here's your clues. Donkeys taste like bull. Why would Gord know this?
I don't know.
Gord has apparently tasted hairy eyebrows and donkey, I guess. Those Canadians eat weird food. Alright, so Larkspur says shower, Eagle says shower, Linda says shower, Diane says shower, Scott says bath. He's got to be different, right? Scott says bath. Hyla says sprinkler. Tammy says shower. Fatima says shower. Hyla says rabbit tastes like chicken. Diane asks how I know what ass tastes like. Oh my god. Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Anyone else? Third time's a charm. Thrice. Chicken. Moo. Pork chop. Well, that bird got the right feeder. Okay. Bobby's like, man, I could use a shower. And the answer is... Larkspur. Got it. Shower. Alright, Larkspur. She's tied with Linda and Eagle. Wow. We're back to 2 apiece here. What's for dinner? Pork chops and rice. No pepper today, just pork chop and rice. All right. Here we go. Let's pick a little further back. That's right. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Don't forget your ice cream, guys. Remember your ice cream. Here we go. When I'm not screwing, I can be boring. You can stick me in to make your hole wider. I can help you get your nuts off. After you charge my battery, I can help you do it yourself. When you finger my trigger, I'll plunge into your hole. There's your clues. Gypsy. Oh, Tammy had pork chops and cheesy cauliflower. Now you lost me a cauliflower, Tammy. What the hell? There's your clues. How is a rivet gun? Alright, let's see. We have Larkspur with drill, Eagle with drill, Scott with drill, Tammy with drill. Bobby said cordless drill. Linda said cordless drill. Hala's going with rivet gun. Fatima's going with meat cooked with wheat. and a Nerf gun. Cordless impact driver. And the winner is Larkspur with drill. There it is. Larkspur's got 3. Now she's in the lead. Larkspur's kicking butt. Wouldn't meat cook better with a stove? What's everybody got planned for this weekend? I have a gig tomorrow night. Hala put me on the TV, man. No breezers there. The flag isn't even moving. Yeah. Well, the sun's going down. It's not too awful. It's a very light breeze. Linda's yelling at you, babe.
Why is Linda yelling at me?
She said Jim isn't participating.
Jim is busy.
Jim is busy, he says.
Jim had to cook. I had to empty the bags into the refrigerator. I had to build a fire. I had to eat. Do you guys think this is easy?
Don't make him rant. Gord has work and a wedding this weekend. Tammy and Jeff's son's graduating college, and the ceremony is tomorrow. Well, congratulations on that, Tammy. Scott said NASCAR and 12-ounce curls. What is a 12-ounce curl?
You know,
Does that mean lifting the beer?
Every time you go like this, it becomes 11 ounce, 10 ounce.
Oh, Lord. Hala's going to a camper van meet-up in Brooklyn. Diane's got more cleaning of her house. Eagle's fixing the tractor, or should I say Chuck is fixing the tractor. Fatima's Hassan got a new car. Okay, Fatima. Hassan's getting a new car. There you go. Chuck's fixing the tractor. I'll supervise, right? Gord says, Jim Rant coming in 3, 2, 1. What kind of car did Hassan get, Fatima? He must be strong. Quick, Hollow. That was very quick. Oh, he got a Subaru Outback, right? Eagle said you need some cheater fluid down there.
It'll get going in a minute.
We have a fireplace starter log underneath there.
Yeah, except that it burned all the paper off of it.
Don't you hate when that happens? I hate when that happens.
And it's the last one. I have to put them on the list.
Ooh. He has his master's now. That's why he went to Germany and Austria. Oh, check him out. What did he major in, Tammy?
Going to Europe.
He majored in going to Europe. All right, next card. When I start to slow down, I get harder. Once I blow the crust off, I start to flow. I shoot out of a steaming hole. After an explosion, I ooze from your crater. Sometimes I can come out like a fountain. There's your clues. A caterpillar. Hello, where's your brain too? A caterpillar. Alright, so Scott the Twang Twang says a volcano. Fatima says a yay pot. Yay pot, she says. Bobby says lava. Eagle says volcano. Larkspur says lava. I am not sure where Hala got a caterpillar from, but, you know, okay. Tammy says volcano. Diane says volcano. And the answer is... oh, a teapot. The answer is Bobby with lava. There you go. Bobby with 3 on the board now. Tied with Larkspur. What is going on here? How's out of sorts watching on the TV? What does the TV have to... don't blame it on the television, Hala. Do not blame it on the television. It's not the television's fault. Bobby's like, give it to me, baby. You know, Bob just can't come in here and say hi and have this whole conversation, blah, 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 and then disappear. When he knows that we were playing Dirty Minds, and he said he was going to be here. He's fired.
We are having Adult Swim and Kids Bingo at the Pool Pavilion in a few minutes if anybody wants to come. Again, we are having Kids Bingo and Adult Swim at the Pool Pavilion if anybody would like to join. Thank you.
So adult bingo and adult swim.
No, kids bingo and adult.
Oh, kids bingo and adult swim. I'm like, wow, how do you do that? You don't like this game? Holla. I did much better on Monday. Pubic announcement. That's right, a pubic announcement. Oh, holla. Holla, holla, holla. Does everybody else like this game? If not, then I'll stop. Figured I would, like, switch it up a little bit, you know? Let me know before I read the next card. Well, bless you and stuff. Just trying to switch it up a little bit. Ice Cream Friday, you know? I mean... William has arrived. Attention all campers. Be on the lookout for a bearded British man. I was like, that's an idea. Pool bingo. Right? And he's like, I have beginner's luck. I mean, Bobby's like, I have beginner's luck. Linda's like, don't pull the card from the bottom. No, I pulled it from the middle this time. No continue, just joking. Okay. You make me feel bad, God. That's all, just let Hala answer one by himself. Yeah, right? Alright, here's the next card, ready? After I discharge my juice, I'm useless. A's are small ones. D's are big ones. Eagle's a virgin. Licking your fingers before you touch my pole will give you a big charge. And when I go down on you, someone else may need to jump me. Here's your clues. I don't think I did this one on Monday. I mean, I just stuck it back in the pile. What the hell? Even if I did. Alright, let's see. Wow. Tammy's up there with batteries. Hala's got battery. Larkspur's got battery. Linda's got battery. Diane's got batteries. Eagle's got battery. William's got battery. Scott the Twang Twang's got batteries. Bobby's got battery. Sherry! What's up, Sherry? Make sure you hand your late slip to Fatima, Sherry. How you doing? Did you bring your ice cream, Sherry? Double A's are small ones. A's are normal size. No, triple A is small. Double A is bigger. Come on, Scott. And the winner is Gypsy. Tam. I'll take batteries, whatever. There you go. A's are a baseball team, right? And we still got a tie going on here, kinda. Eagle, Linda, and Larkspur. Sherry, you ready to play? You got your ice cream? Don't worry about being late. You're tied with me. The ice cream is with Bill at the campground. I came home a day early. What? What? But the big question is, Sherry, how long did you guys hang out with Jim in DC? Because I feel like it was a pretty long time you guys were sitting there hanging out. He called you Aunt Sherry and Uncle Bill, which I thought was kind of funny. They were hanging out for a pretty long time there on Monday. Alright, let's pick another card. From the top this time. We'll pick from the top. Babe. Did that feel good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go. All my holes are open to you. Your stick needs to be long and straight to play with me. If you haven't got the balls, you can't do me. You usually rub your tip before you shoot. You don't want to scratch your balls. There you go. There he is. Yeah, right. Kind of sucks when you literally just get a notification for your own live stream an hour after it starts. Alright, the answer is dun 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 dun. Now it's saying something specific again, but I will take any variation of the correct answer. And it'll go to Linda with pool. Even though they said pool table, we're gonna give it to you. There you go. Linda's back in the lead with 4. Go, Linda. Aw, snap. Like the fire would. Snap like the fire would. Snappy fire. Larkspur didn't have, Holland didn't have any answer for that one. All right. Sherry, you didn't answer my question. How long were you hanging out with Jim and DC for? Alright, here's the next one. I'm 6 inches long. Lincoln sits on my face. If you blow your wad, I'm gone. You were busy looking at your ice cream. Oh my god. I can give you 5 big ones before I'm spent. I'm small and wrinkled while I'm still in your pants. Here's your clues. Hala, do I have to send you another letter again like I did on Monday? Dear Hala. Please pay attention to the screen. I know you don't want to spill your ice cream, but the clues are important. Sincerely, Sonia. As long as Sherry could. She was drunk when you showed up. Wow. Go Sherry. Alright, let's see who we got going on here. Sherry's got snappy friends on here, she says. Alright. Larkspur says $5 bill. Eagle says $5 bill. Bobby says what? What? Hala says $5 bill. Linda says $5 bill. Tammy says $5 bill. And Sherry says $5 bill. And how much do you want to bet that it's a $5 bill? Look at Larkspur winning the game again. She's good. Good, good, good. Check you out. You were gonna tell me that last letter didn't work? Why not? Wow, Sherry was wasted when Jim and DC showed up. What do you think about that, babe? I think Larkspur tied up the game again between two of them. She kicking butt and taking names, this one over here. Bobby's like, huh? Why didn't my last letter work, Hala? What the heck? Those letters are supposed to be guaranteed. Jim and DC was a pleasure, joy to meet. Such an interesting guy, right? He's good people. He's fun to hang out with. Sherry was wasted and you gave him ice cream and a soda? Yeah, what was it? Dr. Pepper? I think it was a Dr. Pepper she gave him, if I remember correctly. Alright, next card. We'll do a couple more and then we'll stop if you want. I don't know. I haven't gotten an increase, and I'm still paying taxes. No, he's not coming to Michigan. He's coming here, but he's not coming to Michigan. He's doing the same run that Robert's doing. Jersey, Hershey, and but he's not coming to Michigan. Robert's going to Michigan, but Jim isn't going to Michigan. Unless we can talk him into it. Give him a few beers and probably can talk him into anything. Alright, here's the next one. When I work on your hole, I start to come out of my pants. I get paid to play with my rod. I usually come in a truck. I do a little poking to clean out your pipes. If there's too much hair in your hole, I need a longer tool. There's the clues. Oh, we've met Jim before, Sherry. We met him last year. All right. Fatima says plumber. Eagle says sewer truck. Linda says well digger. Larkspur says plumber. Holla says a drain cleaner snake. Linda says roto rooter. Sherry says, oh dear God. And the answer is Fatima wins with plumber. There it is. Go Fatima. Fatima's on the board. I almost lost the camera. Had to move it away from the edge a little bit. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, dokie.
Do you have a rant this week? Babe?
I don't know. When did they break my windshield?
Monday.
Monday. So, no, not because I've already talked about that.
Yes. Alright, we'll do one more. One more, you ready? Capone had a short one. The Beaver had a long one. Bono doesn't use his. Mr. Potter's was Harry. And John Silver's was long. Here's your clues. Yeah, it is overly quiet here this weekend there, Hala. Diane's youngest cat got tangled in a plastic grocery bag. She was scared, running like a demon, went after her, caught her, and got her free. Yay! Alright, let's see what we have here. Alright, damn. Linda says first name. Fatima says son. Hala says middle name. Eagle said nickname. Larkspur says first name. Hello.
Thank you.
Nice campfire going.
Yeah.
Thank you. KC, what's going on, KC? Hi, go Gord's back. They should not install horns on golf carts. I don't know, well, you know. I mean, if it's a street legal golf cart, then they have to have a horn, but. And the answer is Linda got it with first name. There you go. There's the answer. First name. Linda kicks butt in this game. Honk for service, right? Someone enjoys blowing, obviously. Oh my god, Linda's back in the lead again. One, two, three, four, five. Wow. So yeah. Well, I hope you. We're still like. I think we're still tied. Somebody's got to come out of the woodwork and one more round so we can have a tiebreaker here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Linda. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. No, it doesn't look that way. Looks like Linda won. Linda kicked booty in this game today. Honk to be annoying, right? Business administration. Sorry you asked a while ago. I was playing and forgot he mastered in the business administration. Okay. Okay. Beep beep and honk honk. Yes, Linda won. It's kind of like Sue winning trivia, right? For you guys that, when I used to do trivia back in the day, Sue would always win trivia. Congratulations, Linda. I would send Linda stickers, but she already sent Linda stickers. I can write Linda a get out of jail free letter. Good for anything that she may need to use it for. I think the horn blowers are lurking in the chat. No, they don't know that I'm on YouTube. A couple of the kids do, but none of the adults come in here and hang out. KC, what are you doing this weekend? Are you going magnet fishing? Sherry, what are you doing this weekend? And why did you leave Bill unsupervised? Jeff says send her a signed game card from tonight. I'd have to send her 5 of them. I'm out of Dunkin'. Officially. But I will let you talk to Jim for a few minutes while I use the facilities. Because I haven't done that yet. And Jim can tell you about his week. And all the fun things that he's done. And I will be right back.
Greetings. So let me see. Other than the car dealer breaking my windshield, which I didn't think they'd be able to get done fixing till tomorrow, but they got done fixing today. But we had to come here, so it's going to have to wait for me to pick the car from Sunday. What else? I don't, it's time to restart. No, not now. Not now. I don't really have anything for this week. We were supposed to play bocce ball on Wednesday, and the skies opened up and it rained, and so we just ate. And then we came back. So Sonia's had the landscaper on the property cleaning the back of the house out. They should be done by Monday. We have to stop and get a garden hose. Probably on the way home on Sunday, we'll make a stop at Tractor Supply, because it's been a while since we brought. Hi, Sherry. Because it's been a while since we brought you guys to Tractor Supply. And then we're probably going to take a new route home this week instead of going to the turnpike. Go up to 206 because that's where 206 to 22 because that's where the car is. The arcade guy was here, so hopefully he fixed the he fixed the one pinball machine that had a ball missing in it. What is the town in New Jersey wants to find the parents if their kids are behaving? I don't know, but I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. You know? They don't want to control. Tractor Supply probably on Sunday. All right, Linda, say hello to the baby. Feed her, burp her, you know, do all of those grandma things. So, but Sonia needs to buy a garden hose. Oh, they're all over the place, Larkspur. There's one here. We pass it every week on 206. So I says, oh, we can go to Tractor Supply. Maybe they'll have chicks and ducks. And then Sonia will say, can I have chicks? Anybody know what the answer is? Anyone try guacamole with pico de gallo on it? The bomb on cheeseburgers. I don't know what pico de gallo is. I know what guacamole. What's pico de gallo, Sherry? Never heard of it. Pico de Gallo. Jeff got a speeding ticket the other day, 69 to 55. He swore he was only going 64. Did you tell him that 64 is still over 55? Oh, it's a type of salsa. Okay. Can't say I have. Not a big guacamole person. Where did he get that? Ohio? Pico de Gallo. Oh, she says. It's like salsa, only fresh. Onions, tomatoes, and peppers. Well, Sonia won't be eating any of that. And chopped tomatoes and onions, she definitely won't be eating any of that. So, yeah, well, he's lucky because I heard that, you know, Ohio has like the death penalty for speeding. They're very strict. In New Jersey, in most places, the speed limit is purely a suggestion, especially on the Parkway and the Turnpike. It's like a lot of the states have been raising their speed limits. They won't do it here because people are already breaking the speed limit. So they'll just go faster. What else? Nothing but a nice conversation on the way down here with Rob. Gypsy says she thought it was tomatoes, onion, garlic, and cilantro. Well, there you go. There must be different ways to make it. This camera is like not doing the it's making a mess of the fire. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, they'll pull people over on the Parkway for speeding, but the ones they look for are the guys that are going like doing the Jersey slide across 3 or 4 lanes back and forth. They'll stop them in a heartbeat. And it also, it depends. I mean, quite frankly, it depends on what part of the month it is. The closer you get to the end of the month, the more traffic enforcement they do, because you have to keep up your performance standard, even though quotas are illegal, but they don't say anything about performance standards. Oh, look, Sonia has returned.
I have. I didn't fall in. I almost hit a rope.
Oh.
I almost needed a...
All right, well, I'm sorry nobody pissed me off this week. So, I will turn you back over to the hostess with the mostest. The one, the only, the internationally famous RVDJ. I'll be in my chair.
No, he'd be making me an ice cream sundae.
Oh, come on. Okay. You could make your own ice cream sundae when you were in there?
I didn't think of it till now. I love you so much.
It's because probably because the lanes are narrower up there. I know the speed limit is reduced north of 129
129.
because the lanes up there are only 10 foot wide instead of 12 foot wide. Tom's River, they have that really screwy thing where they've got the right 2 lanes restricted for trucks and trailers only. They did that a long time ago and they never took it down. I think there was a major wreck on the GSP. But it's a low wake zone. The American flag is cotton, it weighs more. So here she
is polyester.
Yes.
You know polyester?
Yeah, that's like polyon. So I don't know. There was a major wreck on the port. I know there was a bad wreck on the turnpike the other day.
Yeah. Was it in the Bermuda Triangle?
That I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Thank you, Jim, for your intermission performance, Eagle says.
Da, da, da.
Da. It's a low wig zone. I was listening to Jim try to pronounce Pico de Gallo, and it was quite funny. Pico de Gillo. That's why I had to spell it out phonetically. Pico de Gallo. Yeah, the Garden State Parkway is a very strange road. We have what they call the Bermuda Triangle between Jim's exit and my exit, which is about 3.5 miles. All kinds of accidents happen there, and they can't figure out why. It's almost on a daily basis. Here comes a kitty cat. Run, kitty, run. Run, kitty, run. So it's ice cream time. It's ice cream time. I was walking down the street in front of my site, Fatima. There's like 2 or 3 of them that roam around here. There's a tuxedo, black and white tuxedo cat. But this orange tabby, it seems to be a new one. I haven't seen around before. We have another orange and white tabby that's fluffy. But this one's a little skinnier, and it looks like there's a bunch of knots in the fur. I don't know if it's not acting sick or anything, but looks like it could use a good bath and a brushing. Everybody in Jersey drives fast because they're angry that they can't pump their own gas. Well, that's a good reason, Cord. That's a good reason. But I did find out, reading my Facebook today, that Wawa is opening their first ever super center, kind of like a Buc-ee's. They didn't go into too much detail about like how many gas pumps, but they're calling it a Wawa Travel Center. So I think they're feeling the heat from Buc-ee's a little bit. But Buc-ee's still doesn't have any plans to put one in Jersey. Only because they would have to hire 100 people to pump gas and pay like a decent wage, and they just don't want to do that, I guess. So, I don't know. This state's got a stick stuck up their butt or something. There's so much room down here in South Jersey that they could put a Buc-ee's. All the Buc-ee's are on like major, like off major interstates and stuff like that. There's plenty. I can tell you right on 206 by itself, there's so many empty abandoned buildings and so much open property that's not protected farmland that they could very easily open one up anywhere on the stretch of that road. What will the Wawa mascot be? They really don't have a mascot. Believe it or not. Neither does Quick Check. Quick Check doesn't have a mascot either. Although they did used to sponsor the Hot Air Balloon Festival up in Northwest Jersey every year. But I think they didn't do that last year. They stopped sponsoring it. Walt, what's going on, Walt? You just missed a good game of Dirty Minds. So yeah, the bus company I used to work for before they got bought out, they used to do all the shuttle service for the Hot Air Balloon Festival every year. And now Quick Check just for the first time decided that they weren't going to sponsor, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" So I don't know who their new sponsor is. And what are you doing this weekend there, Walter? Holly was watching a live stream the other night, and when they ordered the car to take them home, a driverless car came to pick them up. Yeah, I saw a brief video clip on YouTube about those driverless cars. It's very scary because sometimes they go a little haywire. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the technology is a little too new yet. I don't think I'd be getting into one. Anybody watching these tropical storms and hurricanes coming up the coast?
It's not coming.
Well, Erin isn't going to show up on at our back door. It'll show up on the coast and churn up the ocean a little bit, but they're watching another one. The next names for the hurricanes this season are Ferdinand and Gabrielle. Yeah, well, I can believe it was scary. So if you know a Ferdinand or a Gabrielle, watch out because they're going to become hurricanes. Yeah, Erin's going to sweep off the coast. Yeah, like I said, it's going to churn up the ocean a little bit, but other than that, it's going to turn out to sea and go towards Rob.
Fish storm.
Fish storm. The ocean's supposed to get rough next week. Yep, that's right. These hurricanes have to quit. I mean, these earthquakes have to quit too. We've only had 3. No earthquakes recently. They had another one in California yesterday, I think it was. That was what, 6.4 or 5.4 or something like that.
Something like that.
Larkspur knows an errand. She wasn't at work this week. Now I know why. There you go. Yep, you gotta watch out when they name hurricane after somebody you know. Yep. Of course we have Jersey Mike's. Yes, we do.
That's where it started.
Who names these storms? Mother Nature?
No, the National Weather Service.
The National Weather Service names them. I guess they throw all the names that they can, like, in existence into a big bowl and they pick out 12.
It's done by computer.
It's random computer-generated names.
Right.
But they start with A.
Right.
They go alphabetically. All the A, B, C, and D, I guess, were all little tiny things. And now E is the first relevant one. Was the big water main break in New Jersey close to the earthquake? What water main break? Holla, why are you hearing about our news?
There's a water main break up in Hackensack.
Oh, that's up by William. That's like an hour north of us. That's like by the George Washington Bridge. Diane's newest Jersey Mike's is giving all employed in the schools 10% off till next summer. Oh, that's awesome. Insta360 came out with a drone. I'm excited. Unless it was a major hurricane in the past, they won't reuse the names. That's right. Like, you'll never hear of another Superstorm Sandy. That I'm pretty sure they retired that one. I like to stay informed, especially when it's too hot to go out. Yeah, right. Insta360 is launching its first drone. It's called Anti-Gravity in January 2026. 360-degree camera. I keep trying to read this article and the freaking page wants me to subscribe and I'm not going to do that. So I'm trying to read it all before it does. It comes bundled with goggles. Ah, so it's a VR drone. Ah, snap. Oh, snap. And Starlink. What did they do? Oh, their pause feature on Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like free to pause it. Now they're charging you $5 a month to pause Starlink.
Yeah, but I think they also reduced the general subscription fee.
Yeah, for the big dish. The one that Robert said was the size of a legal pad. Pause it, Walt. Like, pause the service. when you're not using it. It used to be free to suspend it or pause it until you needed it, and now they charge you $5 a month to suspend the service. Archaeology student finds rare 9th century gold within the first 90 minutes of her first excavation. That's crazy. Let's see if I can read that article. Elon needs the money. No, I don't have Starlink. Well, came close to getting it, but didn't pull the trigger. But you can cancel it and re-sign. Yeah. Which is probably what a lot of people are going to start doing until they catch on to that, too. An archaeology student from Florida struck gold in the UK 90 minutes into her first ever excavation when she discovered a rare 9th century artifact that may have had a religious or ceremonial use. 1.5 inches long and shaped like a small knob. Identical to, but a bit larger than, a similar item discovered by a metal detectorist in 2021. It's called a ball-headed pin, dated to roughly AD 800 to 1000, the early medieval period. How cool is that? No, we've never gotten any food delivered here. We know a place that'll do it, and the food's pretty good, but we've never done it. Oh, here it is. Wawa is opening its first ever travel center. What do you think about that? Think about it. Xfinity is a big bucks for not much, yeah. Holla thinks Jim deserves a round of applause for not only the fire, but also for dinner preparation. Well, we can do that. He knows I appreciate him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of small knobs, where's Rob? Well, I texted Rob, and Rob said that his mom is not well all of a sudden. So his mom all of a sudden got sick or wasn't feeling well. So keep Rob's mom in your prayers, or thoughts, or positive vibes, whichever you choose. Oh, it's not going to be in Jersey. Okay, I lied. The 8,000 square foot travel center is going to be in North Carolina. I'm sorry, I lied to you guys. The Wawa Travel Center is going to be in North Carolina. So keep Rob's mom in your thoughts. This week we had a bunch of landscaping work done to my backyard.
Egg carton.
Oh, we're burning an egg carton tonight. Where'd Fatima go? I'll show you the pictures. Last week, he was in Sweden. This week, his mom's not well. Next week, his mom will not be well in Sweden. Oh my God. Right? So that's what my backyard looks like now. They pulled out a huge bush and cut down a weed tree. And in the back there where the dirt is showing, that's how far out into my yard that the bush was growing. So they pulled all that out. And then they took out a bamboo bush, tree thing, whatever you want to call it, over by my neighbor's fence where the dirt is there. Dug out all the root and stuff, because bamboo is nasty if you let it spread. And then we got a lot of yard. Yeah, I know. You saw that, right? And then over here by my other neighbor's fence, they took down all the bushes and stuff like that. Left the trees, took down all the weeds. There was also a big blooming bush thing that was growing up against the house. They took that down. It was sprouting pink flowers, but it was growing up the house. And then they took out another one that was doing the similar thing. So it's surprising what an out of control bush, how much room it will take up. Now, all of that area where you still see the trees and stuff up in the back there, that's all state property. And there's an embankment that goes up, and it's at the top of the embankment is a highway. So the highway runs behind my house, yes. So they couldn't touch that, obviously. But all of that brown was where that big bush was. That's like half my yard. Let me see if I can find the before pictures. I sent them to my boss. Let me see if... Did I send it to Rob? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Let me see if I can get it from the text message I sent to my boss. That was today. Here's what it looked like after they... You can kind of get an idea as to what it looked like. This one is zoomed in a little bit, but you get the basic idea what it used to look like. That bush was nuts. And this is what the bamboo looked like. After they chopped it down, before they took all the roots and stuff out. That's what the bamboo looked like. We have a lot of bamboo growing around our street. Oh, here's the piece that I picked up off the ground. There you go. That's Jim in the background cooking dinner. That's what the bamboo looks like. It's really... So, yeah. And then they planted a bunch of grass seed today. So we'll have grass growing back. How long was the bamboo and bush there? Oh God, years? We've lived in that house 41 years. 1984 we moved in. I was 10. I was 11. Well, I was 10 and a half. I was, I don't even know. Probably been there the entire time that we've lived there. And probably, well, when my great-grandparents were living there. Walt had a bit of bamboo, but it gave up. You're lucky because usually bamboo will just grow out of control. And it's very hard to get rid of. Unless you really dig down into the ground and get the root system and everything out of there. My boss was saying he used to have a little bit of bamboo. He had to dig down like 2 feet just to get the root system out. And there was a lot of bamboo grown by the Masonic Lodge at Jim before they sold the building. They had that. It was almost like a fence line of bamboo in the back of the parking lot. So, just when you think it only grows in the tropics, nope. Welcome to New Jersey. And that piece of bamboo that I was holding had to be a good inch in diameter. It's really hollow, but it's super strong. Like I couldn't even break that thing in half that I had in my hand. They should have utilized the bamboo. Wrong building, Holla. That was the old building. A different town. But it would have been like a door that they made for the hut in Gilligan's Island, right? Those doors were made out of bamboo. You could have had your own Gilligan's Island door, babe.
Yeah.
Everybody got their ice cream? Oh, and to answer your other question, Hala, the bush has been there forever too, but this is the first year that it really grew and like started growing towards my neighbor's fence, and it just grew totally out of control. Jim! Why is it dark in New Jersey? I got another half an hour of sunlight in South Dakota. Well, we're glad that you made it, sir. What time is it out there? Hey, Daryl. If Adam was like, if you have bamboo, you can have pandas, right? I don't know. That would be interesting. Babe, can we get a panda?
No.
Okay. Oh, that bush I was just showing before and after pictures, Daryl. We had landscapers take all of it out this week. Now I have to water grass every day. Or water the seed. So I can get the grass to grow. But I have to buy a hose. So we're going to Tractor Supply on Sunday on the way home. Only an hour behind? Oh, not bad. Okay. So... So how are the fluffy cows there, Mr. Senor Cables? You can send me pictures to share with the class if you'd like. There's SK. She's back. It's really quiet here this weekend. This is really weird. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. It's extremely quiet here this weekend. He's camping next to the Missouri River on the Lewis and Clark Trail, an hour north of Pierre. Okay. Did you ask Lewis and Clark if you could camp on their trail? Did you get permission? How's the weather? Tell us stuff. School started already. Yeah, here it starts in September, the Tuesday after Labor Day. Or is it Wednesday? Some towns are Tuesday, some towns are Wednesday. After Labor Day. That's because Jim is not talking and all we hear are some crickets and until I talk. Well, we have crickets. We don't have fluffy cows, but we have crickets. Oh, Caden goes back to school after Labor Day also. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Labor Day Monday is the 1st. So it's like the 2nd or 3rd. It depends on the school system. What town. It was 98 in South Dakota today. Hello?
98, huh?
98.
I know, it's been like really warm and like...
First day of school is a half a day. And Caden is going into, let me see if I can get it right. Caden's going into 7th or 8th grade, I think. Kids by Diane's house went back 2 weeks ago. 91 in Kentucky yesterday when we drove down to look at the fifth wheel. Oh, how did that go? What'd you find out about the fifth wheels? Eighth grade, babe.
It depends on...
Daryl just said he's their high school starts 8th grade. Daryl says.
Okay.
Larkspur's like, it was only 96 here, no big deal. It's fine. Thanks again for the ice cream and the pop. Aunt Sherry and Uncle Bill. she was telling us that she was like wasted when you came over on Monday. You washed your truck today? Oh, or did the school have a car wash? Is that what you're saying? some high schools it's ninth grade. Yeah, ours are ninth grade. Well, the high school that I went to, we were the last year to graduate as a 3-year high school, 10th, 11th, 12th. And in the fall of 91, they started with the freshmen. Yeah, so we were the last class to graduate as a 3-year high school. She's like, no, it's not fine. 96 sucks. It does suck. Only driving the truck on weekends and company car being used during the week. Oh, okay. How's that job going so far? I graduated in 91 too, Daryl. How the hell can you be older than I am? How does that work? If I was 17 when I graduated, you must have been like 20. Yeah, he graduated from the same high school I did, but in a different building, right? You
No.
weren't. You weren't. Oh, you were not in the high school building.
Yeah.
You weren't in Burnett. When my mom graduated high school in 1963, our high school was in a different building at that time, and then they took that building, turning into a junior high school, and they turned, they made the high school the big building. It kind of pays the bills. You started late. Okay, I got you. You hate your job already? Oh my God, you're done. You're so fired. Yeah, Jim's got his 50-year high school reunion this year. I'm out 34 years. SK saw some she liked, but after research realized no matter how short and light, the coil spring shortbread 3/4 ton won't be able to pull it smoothly. So sadly, we have to forget about a fifth wheel. Ah, okay. So where are you off to there next, Mr. Senor Cables? Jim was class of 77. Went on 2 reunions. He's done with them. I didn't even go to my one and only that they had at whatever freaking year that was. Yeah, I started school when I was 4. I went into kindergarten when I was 4. Because I was 4 in September. I didn't turn 5 until December, so. And I graduated when I was 17. And what truth was that, my love?
The song.
I know.
At 17, I learned it.
So, yeah. Yeah, I figured he would have been in South Dakota by at least yesterday. if he took his time getting up there. 2 days here into North Dakota Sunday. Canadian border Wednesday, then swinging south and west for another week. Actually, 2 days isn't too bad, I guess. It's pretty good. Because he was in Ohio on Monday. Miserable high school, will never go to a reunion. I didn't go to mine either. I used to get picked on a lot, so I didn't really feel like seeing those people again. I'm not even sure what part of South Dakota that Kathleen Klein lives in. Larkspur only went to her 5th year class reunion. It was a joke, so never attended another. It was a joke. Oh, it's scrap metal pickup tomorrow. I didn't have any of that. Diane says the people I care to see from class she talks to often. No reunions for me. Faux. He says Ohio Monday, Illinois Tuesday, Iowa Wednesday, Nebraska yesterday. $3.50 a day. That's about what we average. We try not to go over that. Hopefully you didn't get lost in any cornfields. Well, Starlink dropped the price of their standard kit to $175, down from $349. That's crazy. Can't wait to see what Insta360's new drone is going to look like. That's going to be... Comes with VR goggles and everything. Popular food brand denies filing for bankruptcy. Oh, Lord. Beyond Meat. No, not in any cornfields, but went by them for 1,500 miles. Yep. I believe that. Now he's in the grasslands. Beyond Meat. Megadeth is announcing their final album and farewell tour next year. Mr. Dave Mustaine is retiring. Wow. Corn and soybean fields in Indiana. SK came through the state again, Jim, and again you didn't stop to say hello. Oh, Erin is going to become a Category 4 hurricane. Thank God that's going to be a fish storm. Jim waved. She was looking the other way. See? Alright, my peeps. It is 9:15. Had a rough Friday at work, so I am tired. Hope everybody enjoyed playing Dirty Minds. And like I said, I have a gig tomorrow night. And then on the way home on Sunday, we have to stop at Tractor Supply. So I guess we'll be taking...
And the car.
Oh, and at the dealership to pick up Jim's car. Because that's done. So, yeah. Amazingly, Jim had cell service the whole way so far, even in nowhere South Dakota. Ha! Well, that's amazing. Because in nowhere South Dakota, I guess they still have to put up cell towers, right? But anyway, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and if you do, blame it on Hala. Have we blamed Hala? We blamed Hala on Monday. Didn't we blame Hala on Monday? We can blame Linda. Let's blame Linda. That sounds like a plan. And everybody have a great night. And we don't see you Sunday. We'll see you Monday night. You're welcome, Larkspur. And we'll see you Monday. Bye.